Welcome back to another video today. Today, I just want to go over this lesson I learned with you guys last week that I've been doing personally with my brand that you can apply to any brand that you start on Amazon with an enthusiast customer, whether you're in a hobby, or a problem solver. Reason why those markets are so good is because the customer is willing to spend more, right? And my lesson is this, guys. Right now, I'm essentially creating my brand on Instagram right now, right? I post pictures every day with my brand, everything. And I'm finding influencers and people in my hobby that have 50 to 150,000 followers on Instagram. About 20 to 30 I have found, right? And some micro influencers too with like 25,000 followers as well. And what I'm doing is I'm building connections with them, right? I'm liking their posts, I'm commenting on their posts, I'm messaging them saying, hey, I loved your post, this or that. And what that essentially is doing is I am essentially what Gary Vee says essentially is jab, jab, hook, right? So you want to, before you get your customer to form a connection and shout out your product, this or that, you want to first build a connection, slight little taps of, hey, thank you so much for, or great posts, I love your work, this or that, and keep doing little things to show that you love their work, this or that. And then eventually you want to get to a point where you ask about their thoughts on your product, right? How it could help them with their hobby, right? And then say, hey, we would love to send you our product to use for your hobby. And what's awesome is a lot of the times they could say yes. Sometimes you need to be, if they have a large following, like 200,000, you need to form a larger connection with them and not just do it immediately. But my advice to you guys is if I could get, for myself, if I could get, 10, 100,000 follower accounts, right, to shout out my product, right, or even 100,000 follower accounts. Over time, I could literally form such good connections with all these people to where if my sales are ever down, I can have them shout out my product. I can have them do a giveaway with my product, right? This or that. And what essentially this does is it scales your sales, one. And number two, it like drastically jumps your brand on Instagram as well. So like if somebody shout outs my product with 100,000 followers, right, you'd imagine I'd probably get 50 to 100 followers that way, right? It's 100,000 people, maybe you convert 50 of them, right, or 100. And now your brand on Instagram is growing, your social media, and you have loyal customers or potential customers who could be spending money on your product in the future, be following your content, right? And you could do this with anything. Let's say you wanted to sell, let me just think of something right off the back. Let's say I wanted to sell fishing rods, right? I would first be contacting people all over the fishing niche, right? People who fish that have a large amount of following, maybe 20,000, 30,000 followers. But the thing is, those followers, guys, are really enthusiastic customers. They're really interested in their hobby and they're willing to spend more because they love what they do, right? They're not just looking for a cheap product. They're actually interested in what they're buying, right? Because they enjoy it as a hobby. So that is the point, is like, this is such a key factor. And if you want to know a book that will help you understand this better, it's called Traffic Secrets. Incredible book. I highly suggest you read it. But yeah, guys, I will keep you updated on how this goes. Right now we have one with 20,000 followers who's going to shout out my product. So I'll let you know how many sales I notice come in from that shout out when that happens. But other than that, just going to be building these connections with these Instagram influencers, and we'll see how it goes. But this could be applied to any market you go into, especially ones with niches and enthusiast customers. And you can build a loyal brand that way. That's how you do it. So you guys have a great day. This is just another lesson today that you could take with you for the rest of your life, anywhere you go. And hope you guys have an amazing day. I have a free Patreon down below if you ever want to get in contact with me, watch advanced content, this or that. Also have Helium 10 down below as well. if you want a product research to find your $1 million brand, seven-figure brand, I always use Helium 10 for product researching. I have previous videos on how to use it, this or that, but highly suggest those two for you if you're really trying to get started and starting a brand to change your family or just yourself's life. It's super important, and yeah, you guys have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.